that you need me, like I need you. I keep you strong, I know, but I be scared to show myself. Don't let me go.
What's up, y'all? It's the Young Abel here, back at it with another video. Hope you guys have been doing well. Welcome to the sermon. So, happy Mother's Day. Make sure you give love to all the righteous mothers out there. God bless them. And for me, I give thanks for my mom. I give thanks to God for her presence in my life. Now, with that being said, let's get right into the video. So, I want to discuss something with you. Now, nowadays, a lot of men, probably like 90% of men, are going through the great epidemic of what I call the screen. I'm talking about PORN, bringing it up. We have access to this thing that has the ability to drastically alter our vibration for the negative. Now, the reason that I bring this up is because I want to bring up two concepts with you. Two real images that I want you to have is very simple. You already know who you are. You know yourself, that version of yourself that is on the screen. You know what it feels like. You know how you feel after. You know what that struggle is like. You know the shame that's associated with it. And here's the key part. You know what your life is like in that version of yourself, right? Because you probably wouldn't be watching this video if you weren't afflicted by this. Now, the other version of yourself is, what does this version of yourself look like? That's the question that I want you to ask. The main premise here is, what is this version of yourself like? What is this version of yourself capable of attracting? See, even me, I battle it, and thankfully I find myself on the side of making progress. I've made progress in the last 5 years when I really started battling, and now I find myself making strides away from the screen and things like that, and just like being out in the world and engaging with the world, engaging with women in the world. And as I do that more, it just keeps me away from the screen even more. But it took me years to get to that point, years of battling and failing, and one of the things that got me through, which is what I want to share with you, is what is that version of myself capable of attracting? Like, I look at it like this, right? Imagine the version of you that has gone, let's take it small. Imagine the version of you that has gone 2 weeks without looking at the screen. What does that feel like? What is that confidence like? What is that version of yourself like? It's funny because that is the actual normal you. That's the real you. But we've gotten so accustomed to the version of ourselves that has access to the screen, that pulls it up whenever you're bored or whenever you have a bad day or whenever you have idle time, that becomes the new normal. But the real normal is the you that is screen free. Now, we're talking about the you that you are destined to be, the real you, the real manifestations, the real plan that is to play out in your life, right? Now, the thing about that is you have to meet that energy, you have to meet that plan, whatever. You have to meet it halfway, you know what I'm saying? Because I really do believe that there are things in this life that are destined for you, but you have to do your best to be in a place where you can receive those things. And to me, that's motivation enough for me to kind of fight those urges whenever I get the urges. Because that's one thing about this path, is that I don't think the urges will go away. Because you see super old dudes that are super horny still. Like Master Roshi is a perfect example. Master Roshi from Dragon Ball Z. Like, I'm watching the Majin Buu saga where Goku goes Super Saiyan 3 and Gotenks and all that great stuff. And Master Roshi's over here groping up on all the girls and stuff, and he's supposed to be the old master, right? So I don't think that those urges will go away. You know, I think what has to happen is that the man has to get more proficient at developing the necessary discipline to master those urges and transmute them and use them in different ways that are more conductive to creating whatever life that you want for yourself. Now, it's not easy. It's not easy. And that's why you see a lot of guys, that's why you see a lot of people pool at the bottom. You know, they say talent isn't distributed equally. So you have a lot of people pool at the bottom, but the work ethic is the thing that really can take you to that next level. So, you know, similarly with the screen, it's like everybody has a phone now. Everybody is pooling at the bottom when it comes to their addictions and their vices, but you can lift yourself up out of that. You can lift yourself up out of that, and you can start to see the life that comes when you are actually at a normal high vibration and you're taking care of yourself. And here's a great thing. It doesn't take that long for you to start seeing things, that when you start seeing how life starts to respond to you, even just 8 to 10 days in. Because I'm going to give you guys a little gem, right? I was going to save this for another video, but my stream of consciousness is bringing me there right now. One gem that I have incorporated into this path of semen retention, which is ultimately what we're talking about, but a screen-free semen retention. One thing that has elevated what I've been able to, or what I am currently attracting, is adding meditation in to my daily practices while I'm on retention. If you are on retention and you meditate and you keep these in your routine, dude, you're virtually unstoppable in terms of what you can attract, what you can manifest. The only thing that might happen is that certain manifestations may take longer than others because they might require more moving pieces that you might not see. So, dude, you think that I'm over here living this immaculate life and you know, the way I talk about my lifestyle and stuff like that, but it really is just a manifestation of certain things that I do over time that allows me to live, you know, this way, you know, through God's grace. And meditation and retention, when you put those two together, it's like you really take your vibration to the next level. And that's really what I want you guys to take away from this video. Is I want you guys to think about yourselves. Who would you be? Who are you? What does that version of yourself look like when you're away from the screen, when you haven't been on the screen for 30 days? You know, when you haven't fapped for 2 weeks, for 10 days, you know, for 3 weeks. You know, try to go a whole lunar cycle. You know, that's what I try to like do that, you know, when it comes to releasing with chicks or whatever. I try to stay aligned to the moon cycle. Like, so if I end up being with a girl on the new moon, you know, or releasing on the new moon, I at least want to try to do my best to fight the good fight up to the full moon. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, if you can do a full 30 days screen free, man, I'm telling you, the manifestations that are going to start happening, it's going to be out of this world. And it's going to be like, dang, I really enjoy my life this way. Because not only will you see things relative to your manifestation that will start to come your way, you'll also see things come out of nowhere. You'll start attracting different opportunities, attracting things, attracting people that are going to really add to the quality of your experience when it comes to your life. Not to mention your dopamine is going to start to recalibrate, and you're going to start to find the little things more enjoyable again. All that should be reason enough for you to keep on fighting the good fight. And that's what I wanted to make today's sermon about. I want you guys to fight that good fight. You know, don't give up when it comes to that. Stay away from the screen. Stay away from the screen. Stay away from edging. Stop edging. Stop pulling up that screen. Even if you don't plan on releasing, you just want to edge, because that is going to sap your dopamine, and it's going to lower your vibration. You're still going to feel that negative, cloud on you a little bit, when you're done. So it's not worth it. Go screen free, go fat free, and become the man that you're destined to be. So that's all for today, guys. A little quick sermon. I hope you guys are doing great. The moon is rising, so the energy is rising. So that's why I want you guys to stay strong, see what happens around the full moon, and go from there. If you got anything from this video, make sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe. And like I always say, guys, remember, until next time, a greater perspective can lead to a greater connection.
Nobody's here.